Alright guys, 412 Pyro. Finally, the time is here. I can start this giant firecracker stash video. I've been talking about it, been wanting to do it, been trying to organize it to do it in certain parts and all that, but I kind of gave up on it, so I'm gonna just, start pulling stuff out and putting it out there. So let's get it started. Alright, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 boxes of these crazy Kobe's. 12 in a box. Sure, we've all seen these, but open one up real quick. These are nice. These are a good size. Definitely got a nice little pop to them. I always like to have some sort of background noise, so got Maverick on right now. Just something playing in the background. But all right.
Jersey Shore family vacation. All new Jerseys at 8.
It's gonna get filled up. I'm gonna have to put stuff away, so just bear with me.
And no artificial flavors or colors.
Next up.
Poke, sit, squeeze.
When allergies throw a sucker punch.
Five boxes of these Red Tiger M1000 crackers. These are, I believe, tube crackers, but they're pretty good from what I remember. I thought I had one of these open. I know I did, but I can't remember which one. I'll just try to pull one out of this one, I guess.
Keep the fun going. Have a good one.
Any idea who keeps doing that?
Nope.
Yep. So, let me get the light.
Oil base with the all-weather and them.
So now you guys can
Excellent
see
choice.
that.
Might be cash.
So, just a tube cracker, but
Black paint.
pretty sure these still have a nice little snap to them. So, I mean, don't sleep on them.
It's
You
a
know,
pull, not a push.
you don't always need the loudest, biggest bang. You know, stuff like this is always fun, especially if you live in an area like I do where there's a lot of houses around, so you want to mess around with some stuff, and, you know, something like this is perfect. So, 5 of these.
Liver problems leading to hospitalization may occur when treated for Crohn's.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Sky Fizzy. Hotels and vacation rentals, booking.com.
You know what? I don't know if I'm going to pull out every... I guess you got to see it all to really know what it's about. How many's here? 6, 8, 10. So, we all know about these. Lit dynamites. Again, nice little cracker. I mean, honestly, man, for what they are, I wouldn't pay more than, $5 for these. I know some people have them a little more than that, but most of them I got them for $5. If you grab a few of them, and kind of get a deal on them. So, and then I got the cousin to them or twin. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. But 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of these too. Happy Flower. A top brand. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what language that is, but I know it's not English. I have some more of these in another tub that I just grabbed. They're in my last video, so I just gotta find them and get some bigger totes and put them all together. But these are nice. These are a lot like the lit dynamites, but honestly I think a little better, but very similar. But for the price, I mean, I would go with these all day. You know, you get a box of 36 of these for, you know, 10, 12, maybe 15 bucks. And, you know, compared to those, you know, some people are charging 10 bucks for 10 of them. Like, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, these are real nice. You can tell these, I mean, all you see is clay, but you can tell there's no, you know, smaller cracker down inside there. So real nice. Again, small little cracker, but real fun to play with. There it is. I got a bunch of these. I got, guys, again, I don't know if anyone's seen my last video, but I do have extras with a lot of this stuff. So especially if you're around the Pittsburgh area, that's where I'm at, you know, Western PA. So if you're in the area, you know, you see something that you like, see something that you might want to trade, hit me up. I'll put my email in the description, so just hit me up and we can talk, see what you have, see what I don't have, and we can go from there. But I know these are 20 packs. I had a few extras of these, so some of those will be available.
Don't play football. Offense and defense at the same time. Who's winning? I think they stopped keeping score well. This attachment still has a
5 boxes of the Happy Power 3s.
Why are we out here playing games?
These are nice. Whistle to bang.
There's your team.
Yeah, this one's open. These are a lot like the Whistling Thunders and stuff, so nice little cracker here. Five of those. Last but not least, for this little tub, I got 5 of the Fizzy sticks. So yeah, you know, not a great price, but I found these at one place, so you know, is what it is. You know, that's the thing. Again, you know, the more stuff you buy, you get a better price on it. So it was a little cheaper than that, but not a whole lot. So again, I don't know, these boxes are kind of a little rough shape, but we all know what these are about. On to the next one. So I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 packs of the rabbit scares. Some of the stuff I threw in bags just to, you know, keep a little nicer, a little cleaner. Try to take care of everything I have. So these are all in really good shape still.
He was ready for. Where'd she get that from? I wonder.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 packs of the brown wraps. This one's in the roughest shape, so I didn't even put it in a bag. I'll pull some out of here to demo. But I mean, these are nice. Try the fatter fuse on here. You can see the difference between these and these. These fuses have that like crackle, like almost like a sparkler type fuse, which is really cool. And then these are just a regular fuse. I don't know if, I think these might have been first, and then they came out with these ones. But it's a nice little touch to it.
You will always resent me for what I did. Why should you resent her too?
Some cannolis, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one's obviously missing a few. These are surprisingly nice for, you know, I didn't have too high hopes for these, but these definitely surprised me for what they were. They had a nice little pop, nice little snap. So again, I was surprised. You know, I got a bunch of these I'm gonna demo at some point, but just time and place to do it all is my problem.
I thought you were staying at Karen's tonight.
3 boxes of the crazy robots. These things were powder and clay everywhere, so wrapped them up as best I could to try to cut down on losing some of that. But yeah, these older blue ones, crazy robot, 12-piece. So 3 of these. And found a bunch of these. Someone had these pretty local to me, so I grabbed them up a while back and just kind of been sitting on them a little bit. So the Crazy Kings, I mean, these are pretty much the same thing, just a newer wrap. So whistle to bang. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 13 of these.
The real life game of clone.
Yes, indeed.
We are pursuing serial killers. How good you are.
Alright, I'm not gonna pull out these. Let me just show you guys. I mean, I'll pull out one of each, but there's a bunch of these. I have a bunch of extra of these ones, but
Jack Daniels starts here.
sorry, I'm trying to fix this. There we go. But the 9mm,
Made by those who pour everything into their craft. That's what makes Jack.
there's 20 of them, and 38 special. These ones, I mean, you can tell
Looks like
a little bit, oh,
another good reason to check good
a little bit bigger of a cracker.
Allergies got you.
Not sure. I need to, like I said, need to demo a lot of this stuff side by side, one after another, to really, you know, get a good gauge on what's what and what's louder and all that. But both of these, I mean, you can't go wrong. Like I said, I got a good bit of both of these, so some of these could be available for trade. So
Capri Sun for a wave of refreshment. Made with all natural ingredients and no artificial flavors or colors. Capri Sun
No, I had.
soak, sip, squeeze.
So I just got 10 more boxes of these that I had in my last video. But again, these are just little fake triangle crackers. These, you know, I was standing in my driveway lighting these, you know, for like an hour straight one day. Again, just a perfect little cracker. Just, you know, you got neighbors and kids out and stuff, and, you know, you don't want to do nothing too crazy, nothing too loud, but you know, these are just fun to just mess around with for sure. And you get 50 of them in a box, so you can't go wrong with that.
Espresso. What else? I cannot watch this man live anymore. I mean, look how he flicks his wrist. That's not how you skim pages. That's how you get the combo. He's playing that fucking game.
Couple bricks in that one, so I'm gonna skip that one. I guess we can do this one. So this bag just has a ton. I got one bag of these, the blast crackers. Or these ones are the good ones. Obviously I don't want to shake them up too much. I don't know. I'm sure you can see. You know, it's a little cloudy, but. And then the rest of these are just all the super balls. So you know, I don't know. These are really hit or miss. Half of them might not go off. You might get all of them to go off. I don't know, but you know, I got a bunch of these from someone, and I don't know. I feel like he just kind of threw a bunch of stuff he wanted to get rid of in a bag and gave it to me. So, but I got 2 bags of these ones. If you can tell, these are the red and blue ones. I know it's not, the glare is kind of hard to see, but you need the light to be able to see it too. So, but these are the red and blue ones.
Uranium enrichment plant that is your target will be operational earlier than expected.
And then all the other ones are these ones. So
As a result,
just, you know, add them to the collection.
contaminating the dark battle with radiation. Sir, no one here has successfully flown a low-level course. Nevertheless, you've been ordered to move on. Yeah.
And
We have 1 week left.
I got,
Phase 2.
I think, 3 full bags of these, and then I have most of another bag. These are actually really nice. Again, these just have a little cracker inside of them, but nice little pop, you know. I like I like to collect the bigger ones too, but I obviously like these smaller ones too. They're a lot more fun to play with, you know. They're not scaring the shit out of everyone, you know, every time you light one, so fun to play with.
3 meters wide. The 2-seat aircraft will paint the target with a laser bullseye. The first pair will breach the reactor by dropping a laser-guided bomb on an exposed ventilation hatch. This will create an opening for the second pair.
There's
That's miracle.
more of the gangsters in here.
The second team will deliver the kill shot and destroy the target. That's miracle number 2. If either team misses the target,
And another one. Got the whole stack of them over there. And I still have some more. So, just a quick overview. And still have a little bit more.
even if it means
I don't know. I guess I can show these in this one. I could save these for a brick video too, I guess. But got a couple bricks of the wise guys. So wrap's not in the best shape, but these are the good ones. 1, 2, and 3. So you can just tell. I got a couple packs off a buddy of mine of the fake ones, and I didn't realize they were the fake ones at first until I got some of the real ones. And the weight alone, right away you'll be able to tell that the fake ones are just super light. So that was immediately I knew. Once I had these, you could just tell the weight difference, and I looked more into them. I could tell it was because they were the fake ones. And last two for now in this part 1. Got a bunch of these guys. A bunch of these. So I think I grabbed a half a case of these whenever I had them. So got a bunch of packs. And then I have 10 packs of these jitterbugs. I had these longer bags, so I just kind of doubled them up in here. So there's 2 packs in each one of these bags. But these jitterbugs, you don't see them too much around me, so came across them, so I grabbed up a few. And I have, put you back down.
Come in. Coyote, level wings. Oh my gosh, he's in G-Lock.
He's gonna burn in.
I'm going after him.
And last but not least for this one, guys, the Hulk Salutes. These are also really nice crackers. You can hear the stuff just dumping left or right every time you move these around, but that's all right. I think it's just the clay, I hope, but I have this bag to demo off, and then I got 4 boxes wrapped up. I'm crazy trying to keep them all in best condition as I can. But yeah, guys, look over them all again real quick. Again, bunch of these king crackers. Really good crackers. I feel like these are like the perfect size. Can't say that enough. So that's some of the bunch of those. I got 10 packs of the jitterbugs, 5 packs of the Hulk Salutes, bunch of the gangsters, Firefoxes, M1000s, Happy Powers, lit dynamites. Let's get this light up here. Alright guys, that's part 1. Stay tuned for part 2. Hopefully in the next couple nights I can get that together. I got a bunch of bricks, some older stuff, newer stuff. I got all kinds, a sneak peek at some of it. You got stuff over there. That's, some of my bigger stuff there. So, yeah, stay tuned for, I don't know, I probably at least another 2 parts, I'd say. But, all right, guys, stay safe. Peace.